now we're going to be talking about spirit, mind, and body connection. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Yes. So there are three portions of being whole and well altogether. There's the mind, there's the body, and there's the spirit. You start with the body. Nutrients, what you put in, how you fuel yourself. Food, water, herbs, vitamins, the essentials that your body needs to survive. When you put the wrong stuff in, that then begins to affect your mind, because whatever goes in goes to the head and begins to change how that thinks. When one or two are out of function, it pulls and strains the third. When you strain your body and your mind begins to get strained as well, your spirit, I call it, gets darkened. You become negative, pessimistic. You eventually give yourself self-loathing or self-hatred. I actually have a client who, when she started, she was very self-loathing of herself. It was so bad that she would try to hide herself from her own reflection because she was repulsed at what she saw. She was disgusted with it, and then she would give herself self-hatred because her spirit was so dark that then she would revert and she would put bad stuff in out of compulsion, or she would starve herself because she was thinking, if I don't eat for 5 days, I will lose weight, I will get skinny, and I will look pretty, and I won't be so ugly. But her dad told her this when she was a kid. So her mind and her spirit were out of whack, and she was not treating her body well. Now, when you put the right stuff into the body, it functions well. When it functions well, your brain begins to work better. Your mind stabilizes, and it begins to function with it. When those two work together, they repair the spirit, and then you learn to give yourself self-love. For instance, if you're overweight and you say, I'm gross, I can't stand it, I'm ugly, I'm nasty, what you say is, I'm beautiful. Yes, I'm a beautiful person, but I'm under construction. No, I'm not perfect, I'm not where I'm at, but I'm not ugly. I don't need to be hidden away because I'm repulsive. I simply need to change and forge myself into where I want to be, and it's okay. It's okay if you are not where you want to be. You're not bad, you're not wrong, you're not disgusting. You just need some work. We all do. I need work all the time. It's how it is.
Right. So we're all on a journey of self-discovery and evolving into better human beings. So you help people with losing weight, and as you mentioned, there's deeper root problems to that. And also you have patients or clients actually who you're helping to gain weight, and what could be the problem there? Why can't they gain weight?
Sometimes it happens to do with how your organs are functioning. So one of the clients I have who has a really hard time with gaining weight, I had the same problem. But what I noticed with me was that when I was putting food in, my body was not doing what it was supposed to efficiently with the food that I was putting in. It wasn't absorbing it, and it wasn't working correctly, so I couldn't gain. That, I believe, may be his problem, but what I told him was go and get checked out just to make sure and see what the issue is, but that could be what's going on. If you can't gain weight, I've encountered people who say, I just can't do this, it's just not working, and what I always tell them is, if you have to try super, super, super hard, and your mindset is, this is going to take a miracle of God to do, the first thing I think of is, something in your body's just not working right. Either your body or your mind, and that's okay. Stuff happens. A lot of things happen in childhood that affect the mind and affect the body. And it just takes work to figure out what the root is. I don't believe that symptoms being covered up solve the problem. I believe that symptoms are the body saying, hey, I have an issue, here's what it's showing, here, come find the problem, fix me, fix me. The body knows how to repair itself. It needs you to find the issue by looking at the symptoms and repair the issue so the body can then fix itself because it knows how.
So what would your suggestion be to someone who wants to lose weight or become healthy in spirit, soul, and body? Is there certain nutritionists or some kind of doctors or books you read that helped you personally? Like personally, I know you don't eat wheat anymore or dairy. And did you read books on that, or somebody suggested that it could be triggering certain symptoms?
I learned it from people with knowledge. So I had one friend who is into a huge holistic approach, and her son had a lot of issues, and she was seeing a naturopath doctor who said to her, wheat is not good, dairy is not good. And I spoke to 2 other trainers who I've been learning from who said the same thing. And I verified it with another friend who has a medical degree, and he said the same thing. Dairy does not help, it is not good for the body, and neither is wheat. A lot of people don't understand this because most people that I've encountered at least believe food is food is food. It doesn't matter what you put in, just try to eat healthy. That's not 100% the case. You need to look at what's in the food because a lot of things that you eat have stuff in there you're not aware of. I mean, the most common thing that I found is they think that bread is fine, and that if you see unbleached, enriched wheat, it means it's been enriched and fortified with a lot of beneficial nutrients. That's not true. It's actually been fortified with chemicals that you don't want to consume. So you need to You need to look at what you're putting in, and you need to feed yourself knowledge that teaches you how to do this. And that is what I do. That is how I found mine, was that I looked at what people were telling me, verified that it was true, and then I tested it out, and it's working.
Right, yeah. Seek the truth. When you find the truth, it'll set you free, right? That this truth that you found sets you free. What would be your last few words to people who are listening to us, who want to become healthy in a spirit, soul, and body?
If you are struggling with any kind of issue, weight gain, weight loss, mental health, depression, anxiety, and anyone, whether multiple people or a single person, says to you, you have to learn to live with this. Just accept it. There's no way around it. Just learn to cope. Will you choose to believe that, or will you choose to say, maybe that's true, maybe it's not? You have a choice to either attempt to change it or choose to live with what's set before you. I was told my entire life I will have bipolar, I will have anxiety, I will have depression. I have to learn to cope with it, and I will always need medicine. My personal experience, that's not the case. I chose to change it. I chose to take action, take control of my own body, and I changed it. So the choice is yours. You can either choose to listen to people who tell you what you can and cannot do, or you can choose to change for yourself and see what that brings.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I wish you luck on your journey. You already have a lot of feedback from what he's doing with people. It's amazing how people find out spirit, soul, and body connection. It's just totally transforming person inside out. And we need more people like Adam to stand up and tell people the truth about their issues and tell them that they can heal, they can change. So today, as we're finishing up, I want to remind every one of you to stay true to your purpose. Find purpose that you were born into. Become extraordinary on purpose, which is taking the pain, taking the setbacks, limitations that you had in your life, and building a new future. A future like Adam is now helping other people out of his pain. He gained truth and knowledge, and now he's inspiring and helping people. Stay true to your purpose and be extraordinary on purpose.